Start the stream. I'm at a 3-minute timer.
Should have one episode just for that.
They're coming from the extremely clean bathroom.
Back to you.
We take after Bucky's. Your Facebook or both?
Facebook doesn't even show any other page that I can Are you on it?
Yeah. 104. Is your YouTube going? Did you get logged out of your Facebook? That's what I had to do. No,
But you still have to hook up on the actual page itself.
I go to the page and then
The Creator Studio and then go.
I don't have to go to Creator Studio. I just go to my main page and then I get an option of go live and then I just click it and then it starts up the info.
Where's yours in the main page?
Yeah.
What is it? Will you slide over here real quick?
Yeah. We'll work on live on mine. All right. So go to.
Yep. See, I'm on.
You're logged in with Brandon.
No, but I'm here. It's me. So it should just. I'll slide over here and see if I can. Yeah, Creator Studios for everybody. See, it shows me logged in here. Now, if you hit create new, go live. Okay, cool. We got it. Oh, it's running real funky. No, I'll start back up. I'm not worried about it.
It's
only 10:60.
All my stuff's already live.
What's that?
All my stuff's already live.
Oh, it is. I'll just get to like 120. Okay. We'll be live here in a second. I'm just starting at 124. So you guys are getting some extra bonus content of how this sausage is made. Bam.
Keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. Get your sleeve ready.
Here's Larry.
There we go.
I guess I need to start sharing. Larry's already in. Just like that.
156. Good. You will not beat Larry one day. It is impossible.
No. Larry actually, if his job asks him to work on Saturday, he takes a vacation day.
Yeah.
Just to make sure he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to come in about afternoon. Brian McGee is in. Means he's back from the show.
Well, he
Maybe
didn't
he's
go
at
to the show. 27, so
Did.
bam, industrial. We live, we live. There we go. Cool.
All right, share it
15.
out to all 35 groups.
4, 3, 2, 1. Bam.
Boom. That's it. Just
Boom.
like that, we are live.
And we're about live on everything. Now we are.
Hold on.
Let's go. What's up, Pops?
How are you, kid?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, I'm great because it is Saturday,
At the shop.
and I am Pops, and this is...
No, and it's Saturday at the shop. I
What?
go away for a couple of days. You forget how this shit runs.
Well, I really didn't know we had a specific way for it to run.
You know what? We don't.
200 episodes?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
We are almost at 200 episodes.
We are.
And we'll get this figured out one day. But I'll tell you what. Today we have.
Is this the real Caesar's Palace? What song are you gonna sing? Give me my star.
There we go.
So two hookers walk into a bar.
There's actually a story.
Let the turd smoking begin.
And
Pro Bowler learns to belly dance.
and
NFL Countdown begins now.
all right, let's go.
Look at the teaser right there.
Yeah, but I
mean,
just
we
feel
brought
like
this
your-
back quick.
I feel like your delivery was maybe not where it needed to be.
Well, I
Can
think
we- let's-
maybe you're tired.
I think maybe you're right.
I think-
I need a little bit of life though. JJ, you up? You ready for this? You ready? What's up, shop?
Nice.
All right, thank you. I'm back at
Nice.
it.
See
All right.
what you're missing
We're
out
rocking
here?
and rolling. All right.
So this is Saturday at the shop. We are Industrial Cigars in Frisco, Texas. I'm Pops. This is my kid. He's been at a trade show this whole weekend, operating basically on zero sleep for the last 14 days.
Yep.
And glad to have you back. You guys came stumbling back in. Of course, we are here in Frisco, Texas. Beautiful Frisco, Texas. Going to be in the 70s this weekend. But if you are coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know and we will say good morning to you in your native tongue. It will sound like you are right in the middle
And
of town square.
it sounds like the audio is actually quite low in the microphone. So let us know. Does that sound better for you all? Good day, good day, good day. Okay, excellent.
This is some dog shit up here.
What the hell's going on up here?
I don't know. We've flipped a switch. So you've got comments there. We have got comments.
Hey, the Cellar Geek, what's up? Hang on. Cellar Geek is coming into the lounge.
Oh,
We
okay.
are, I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to that for sure.
I don't know what that means.
Why is our tech being a biatch this morning?
The tech is not our friend.
I think we have a shot to test that we were on time, but
we
the
were.
tech decided that it wasn't going to be on
Right.
time for us.
It's Friday the 13th. That's why things really good.
What is today? Friday,
It's not Friday the 13th?
Saturday the 22nd.
Okay.
It's the second other date that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's up? You know what? That's a good question. Let's just go ahead. Alva Dogs, you're putting us right on the rails, and the rails are going to look like. What are we smoking today, Pops?
You have me smoking something from Germany. You just came back from the trade show. You're really, really, really excited about this line. I get it. This cigar is right in the lane with lines like Principal and Pitoro and stuff like that. So I'm very impressed. It's a German engineered line.
It's called German Engineered Cigars.
Oh, so that's actually the name.
It is.
Okay.
This is. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I tell you what, there are two moments and two interactions at the show that were the most exciting for me.
Yeah.
This is number one. This is the number one line I'm most excited about. The people, personality, their story, the backside. Not even cigar related, but German Engineered Cigars has this tremendous ashtray. I don't know if that's kicking up, being funky, but they have this ashtray, right? And it is Salud.
Excuse
It
me.
is 3D printed with metal. And
Wow.
it actually looks like a tobacco leaf. And if you hold it up, it's like looking through a tobacco leaf. It's 26,000 passes of metal. It takes 8 hours to 3D print, $18,000.
You know, I was thinking if they could get it to 15, we'd probably buy it.
The thing is, it's this big and it's a chunk of metal and it weighs a half a pound maybe. It's unbelievable. I mean, truly, the engineering that's behind just something small that it's made to order, it's this deal, but
Clearly.
they really pay attention to the details. When you look at it, you're like, oh my God, yeah, it looks like you're
Nice.
looking through a silver metal tobacco leaf.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
That is awesome.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but
So yeah, you were in Las Vegas. I don't know if you were at the real Caesar's Palace and checking to make sure that they had a phone bank in case you got a page on your beeper. So did you have fun? You were out there with your brothers. Tell us what happened. You were at the TPE show.
okay, that's
Trade
it.
show in Las Vegas. Let's lead in because several of our topics here are all running down the same street. And again, if you're coming to us, so Jody's coming to us from St. Louis. So for Jody, listen to this because it's a little further south. Good day, Miss. I'm assuming that's a Miss.
Jody.
Or
Yeah, Jody sound. That's a.
We know a Jody, male Jody. Remember?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I remember that.
Picture
Yeah.
looks like a miss.
Yeah. Picture looks like a Miss. So good day, Miss from St. Louis.
Where
Missouri.
is everyone else connecting from?
Yeah.
See, I tell you what, I'm sure there are going to be a few joining us from Vegas out there. I know McGee did not make it to Vegas because he's awfully lazy.
Yeah.
But, okay, so what happened in Vegas? Let's just do a quick little synopsis here because it's worthwhile. We went to Tobaccos Plus Expo, which is one of two trade shows that we go to every year.
Right.
This one is really cool because it's lighter weight for manufacturers. And what that means is it's less expensive, it's less footprint, and it's generally less people. So we get to speak with the right manufacturers for our lines,
Right.
for our humidor. A lot of small producers, and I'll tell you what, last year was a really scary time because there were a lot of vacant booths and there were not many people there. This year, a ton of new lines, and they've been spending all of last year really perfecting what they're doing. So a lot of exciting cigars, a lot of new lines. We're actually in a position this year to schedule the line releases in a disciplined manner. I
Nice.
think there are going to be many who pass, and this year is going to be very exciting for anyone who enjoys our selection at Industrial Cigar Company. I think it's going to be a great year for everyone, and a lot of new introductions to just top quality people.
Yeah, you know, this will be the first year. There was a number of manufacturers that were using, or a number of brands that were using some of the big guys, and they actually have stepped out on their own, started their own factory so that they can kind of control what they're doing, because we kind of called it last year at the show. There's going to be a point in time where some of these big manufacturers make a decision. If we're limited on the tobacco we can get, at some point, do we tell the smaller guys that we're making product for, we're going to kind of slow you guys down because we got to take care of the stuff with our brand name on it first?
And these big guys are releasing new product, which means they're using more tobacco, which means the smaller guys don't get quite the selection.
Exactly.
So, no, really, really exciting stuff. Plasencia's got some beautiful cigars coming out, including a $40 year of the Tiger, which is
Nice.
That's a stiff price point to be at. But
Yeah, you're in rare air once you get above $35.
we got Grizz coming over.
Hey, Grizz is coming in from England. I'm going to give you my best Cockney accent. Here it goes. Good day, mate. Just like that. Just like downtown.
What?
That's Australia. You gotta say
Is this guy new? Is he new?
Is he fucking new?
Jesus.
Would give it.
Somebody hit him in the head with a bat.
He's
Is this the
obviously
first
from
time?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So why don't you tell him
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. Did you get that hat? Was that on sale or what?
Give
the
him
hell
a good day,
happened?
mate. So,
What is that? What country of origin is that? Or actually, well, let's talk about which century is that hat?
it's right now. This.
That's hip as
This
hip as shit.
That's hip as shit. Go ahead, give him a good day, mate. Get hip as
Good
shit.
day, mate.
See, that feels.
How's that feel? That
It's
doesn't-
because it wasn't in his native tongue. He didn't recognize
Yeah.
it. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm glad we got you back.
No,
on.
but
what's up, everybody?
Clearly, Rios got a bowl of soup with that hat.
Okay, with
So-
this. that's a position.
Hey, Steve, will you please come over here and just let him see the hat?
This is.
I just want to make sure
Yeah,
that
this
everybody
is-
understands.
Steve,
I'm not flipping shit just for free.
You got to come down a little bit. There it is.
That's the hat. That's Steven Rios right there.
up, guys?
This guy has been here, I don't know, 100
Years.
times.
Yeah.
Been here for years, and just now realized that Good Day Mate is not universal.
It's not.
It is no. It
I
is
think
not.
so. I mean, I think it's pretty universal.
It is.
Thank you for being here
Stephen.
as well. Good to have you
So
in on Saturday in the morning.
Steven's obviously not paid attention for the last 192 episodes.
I was gonna say something with a nice transition point until you threw that little. Oh,
Yeah.
Here's an idea.
He's trying to throw me off my game
here's the.
because Mega Bag's over there going, let's mess with him.
So here's the deal. We have a ton of cigars to evaluate. If you want to be a part of the evaluation process, hit share, comment done. We're gonna pool up and figure out who's gonna be a part of this. I'm going to be real clear. Not all these cigars are good, and a good chunk of these are what we classify as
Turds.
dog turds.
Yes. And we have the
He said-
the upside.
Sam said, top of the morning, Captain.
The upside to a curated humidor is you as guests to our store get an opportunity to smoke the net result of us smoking a lot of turds and not making it to the floor versus, some of these guys could come into us and throw a great deal at us, but it's got to be a great cigar. I'm really not all that worried about the deal. I'm worried about the cigar.
Yes.
And so we will
So I'm
start this process, which happens after every trade show. This right here, you've probably got 50, 60 cigars, and this was
There's-
just what you brought back.
This bag has 8. Every bag has at least 18 cigars in there. 5, 6 bags, plus in my travel humidor. We have roughly.
Plus, you had Andrew there, and Nathan was there, and Elliot was there, and Busy was there.
I would
There's
guess
a
we
lot
have
of-
somewhere in the ballpark of 300 to 350 cigars to smoke. And I'm going to be honest.
They're not
This
all
sounds like a fun experience.
Yeah.
It's not all fun.
It's not all fun and games.
No, it isn't.
It is
so,
not all
good
fun and
morning,
games.
Yulia. Yulia's coming in.
Ah, from Estonia. And, there's some shit going down over in that whole Ukraine, Estonia. I heard that there's some troops that are starting to amass in Estonia. So there's some crazy things about to go on, and I think that it's very unfortunate that we're about to send 8 to 20,000 troops to protect the southern border of Ukraine, but we have yet to send a troop to our own border after 2 million people slipped in. So,
I just feel bad.
good day, miss.
They're going to
We
get
love ya.
colds. They go from the desert to snowy Estonia. They're going to get colds.
Yeah, yeah. They will get colds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emergency. Bring
Actually,
emergency.
there's not colds anymore. It's just another form of, it's a new strain of COVID.
Oh, they'll vaccinate
Yeah.
him. We'll be all right. All right, let's move ahead, shall
Yeah.
we? All right. Now, while we were in Vegas, rather,
Yes.
you and Queen Bee
Yeah.
were teaching a former Pro Bowler how to hula dance.
No,
Belly
belly dance. Yeah, so we had Yelly Belly on. And speaking of that, I think it's only appropriate that Yelly Belly Chocolates, who's our favorite chocolatier,
100%.
did the show this week with the Queen Bee on Size Matters on Thursday. Show was awesome. But she brought chocolate whiskey discs.
Yep.
And she said, get a couple of shots of whiskey in you and say that fast 3 times. And it doesn't always come out in discs. But these are little chocolate whiskey discs that are used for pairing your spirits and your, in this case, cigars. But you just take these little discs and let them set them on your palate, let it melt. I highly recommend it. So, but she was here. And then I ambushed our friend Ken Hamlin, the owner of The Arrival Cigars. Ken was 10 years in the NFL, Pro Bowler with the Cowboys. Great guy. And I said, look, you know what you really need for a new line is exposure. So why don't you just join the girls tonight on the show? I mean, what do you got to lose?
Mm-hmm. Fast forward.
Little did he know that they were going to have beauty tips that were these stickers that that ladies can stick on their chest when they sleep so they don't get creases between their boobs. He was wondering
We're a cigar lounge. You know that, right?
Well, I don't know that they're really 100% on board with that concept. Secondly, Yelly Belly is not only a belly dancer by trade, but she's like an award-winning, has the gold medal type stuff to show it. So she brought basically the belt of change, as I call it, because it sounded like they were just shaking a handful of dimes. So we had the Pro Bowler on there, and Begley and Yelly teaching the crowd how to do belly dancing. So go back and watch Size
You know what
Matters.
I'm picturing from Saturday Night Live when Michael Jordan was on with the Bears, and
Yes.
he was doing like the balls
It
up.
looked just like that.
Really, he was doing the hula
Just
dance
like
type?
that, yep.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. We do have a little consumer advice coming in. Dusty Robert is in Fort Lauderdale this week. He needs to know what the local day is so that way he can speak with the locals.
Well, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, it's a little different. You got to say it a little faster. So it's like this. Good day, mate.
Wow.
Just like that. If you're a little further south, it's slower.
Wait till I tell you about the New Zealand taxi driver we had.
Oh.
He was a good piss, mate.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, I was saying, good day, mate, good day, mate. He was funny as hell, man. I tell you
Nice.
what, I wish he was here.
Good piss. Good
He's
pisser.
a good piss. Good piss.
Good pisser.
So,
Dan Stanley's in. We're seeing a lot of new names coming in.
Yeah, welcome in.
Plus, Robert Criswell's in. So a lot of good guys.
Good morning, Caleb
Marty
Parker.
Upton in and in.
oh, Frank the Tank is in.
If you're in the area and you're hungry, everybody that's been called a punk bitch for not bringing tacos stepped up.
Look at
We have more tacos
Hollywood
than tacos.
brought pastries.
Hollywood is not adhering to the low-carb diet program.
No, he's really killing it. Okay, let's talk something moving forward, shall we? What
Sure.
happens next week? Next Friday.
Next Friday,
What's up,
the
Daniel?
first, our normal first Friday is back, but our first Friday is not normal. It will be the annual, something you said would never happen, karaoke night.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, it is. Karaoke is one of those things that that everybody just sits around waiting for the first person to do it, and then once the bubble is popped, let the craziness ensue.
I am really looking forward to this because I'm not going to be here for it.
I
And-
think this will be the second year in a row. You said we would never do it. Last year, everybody had a blast. But I really do think you should pop up for a little bit.
I might
Because-
dust the pipes off a little bit.
Let me
just
tell you
slide through.
There is 0.00 singing talent in this lounge, for the most part.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I did say we wouldn't do it. I put the first one out there so when it was a train wreck, I could say I told you so. But I tell you what, at the end of the day, people enjoyed the experience. I thought, hey, let's do it again. Let's have some fun. If we do it at the beginning of the year to kick off the year,
Yeah.
we could see what it grows into, and I'm excited about that.
It's just like people that slow down on the highway to look at a wreck.
It is.
You're right. It is very
is.
much like a wreck.
is.
There's going to be a lot of rubbernecking in here. That is. No, I think that's going to be.
Interestingly, the more people drink, and you also you learn a lot because the drunker they get, the more they're willing to sing it. But then what happens is you get a chance to further profile by the songs that they pick.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think about
You know,
that.
you get a big dude decides to walk up and sing Butterfly Kisses. You just all of a sudden, it's like, dude, what in the hell are you drinking a daiquiri over there? What's
Hey, don't pick on Hollywood that way.
Don't pick on Hollywood. Hollywood stepping in with pipes. He's worked with Dre before. I wonder what
Yes.
he's singing.
I
Everybody
don't
Wang
know.
Chung tonight or something?
Yeah, he's gonna do something. He's gonna wang and chung too. Kayla's in. What does it say?
That is someone else.
We'll have to pop this one.
We'll pop this one.
Yeah. No,
I don't know
when
what that means.
Well, I think she was one of the early adopters. She jumped in. We had a couple other ladies that were here in the house, and they jumped in and got it rolling. Otherwise, we had a lot of spectators.
Yep.
A lot
And
of spectators.
Registration's looking good on that. Haven't really made much of a push, but I think it's going to be a damn good time for everyone that makes their way through, and great for those who don't as well. I'll tell you, we do have a ton of really cool First Fridays coming up.
Good.
When I was in Vegas, I was filling up which manufacturers.
Yeah.
We're going to have Luciano here. And when Luciano's here, he's going to teach you how to roll a cigar. If you get a VIP,
Look.
you'll be able to take the raw tobacco and learn how to roll a little Lancero, press it with a paper towel. That's just one of them. George Rico's in.
Nice.
I'm telling you.
Owner Gran Habano. So that's a big part of why we go to the trade shows and the reason we really like TPE is it's early in the year and we get a chance to button up those manufacturers that want to participate in these events. And how would you say from a scale of 1 to 10 your success was in getting things filled up?
10, yeah, 100%. There are more manufacturers that want to be a part of it than there are months for us to do it. And we have Drew Estate, who's going to be on board with the Derby event, which is also going to have Woodford. So you just have this, you have the ability to have big events with these guys.
Yeah.
We're going to have nice, low-key events, a good mix of events this year.
Outstanding.
I'm looking forward to it. And also, if we end up bringing this German Engineer cigars, why the hell we wouldn't do an Oktoberfest with them?
Makes perfect sense.
Oktoberfest would be just a blast. So
Sure, we could line up and partner up with a local brew house that can make a couple of nice German beers that we could bring over and feature.
Shit, if we've got a hole punch through that wall, maybe we could do it ourselves.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's keep moving, shall we?
yeah.
McGee, really missed you out there, but good all the way through. This week was solid. How are you feeling?
Feel great. We had a good week. It's, I was, a lot of times the joke in the cigar industry is a retail store can close in February and January and February and not miss anything. I think a big part of that is because people start getting their December Christmas credit card bills, and that sobers a lot of people up rather quickly of their cigar budget just evaporated. But not here. Everybody here must apparently be independently wealthy because we were very busy this week.
Oh, great.
And there were a couple of nights that it was packed.
Excellent.
It was packed. So we appreciate you guys coming in. We also appreciate you guys spending the time to watch the show.
What's up, Tim?
Because
Flores?
I had heard a little rumor that we were tiptoeing around about 100,000 impressions a month, which is crazy.
In this
Crazy.
industry, it's crazy.
It's crazy because we can't do any kind of paid advertising or sponsorships or anything like that.
And just to be really clear of what happens on the floor when you're having these conversations, when you're on the trade show floor, is you have a lot of manufacturers who are tired of talking to the hobbyist, but when we have conversations, the way they speak about you, and I'm talking you, everyone who's here,
Yeah.
when they talk about industrial cigars, they're ravished. It's very, very, I would say, awe-inspiring and comforting to show how well we are all respected. I mean,
I think
customers are
respect,
first and foremost.
and I hear it a lot too, is the perception in the marketplace in the vendor marketplace, their perception of our customer base is they're so knowledgeable, they're so passionate, they have such an understanding of cigars. I think that's the payoff of the Cigar 101s, the ICC universities, and the mission to. The more you learn about the hobby, the more you want to get into the hobby. But they're seeing that, and you guys need to know that.
It echoes to us because when all the hobbyists go there and they get done with the show, they go gamble or they go to the pool or they do whatever.
Yeah, it's
what
a
do
chance
we
to
do?
get out of town.
We sit down and we run through how can we be better. Let's figure out what our process is. We developed this whole process now. I won't bore you all with it, but we are taking those because we understand our responsibilities to represent not only the Reds that we wear, our last names that we carry, but also you and what you represent as someone who's with us at Industrial Cigar Company.
Right.
And I will say this, it is substantial, the amount of people from Maine to Southern California that know the regulars of this show, that know the name, people that you would never recognize their name, you have no idea who they are, who know Larry Adams' name, that know all of these people, right?
Right.
It's really, really a unique, cool thing that's happening right now. And no one knows what the hell is going on. They're amazed by it.
Yeah.
So thank you all for that.
Yes, absolutely. Yvonne is in. Brian McGee says #truth. Brian, of course, is one of our superstar reps that calls on us. He sees it firsthand because his day job is to go call on all these shops that a lot of times are populated by hobbyists.
I'm going to be honest. I'm tired.
You know, you look a little tired.
I'm
You look
tired.
a little flush. I think you, after this show, you need to go hide at my house and take a little nap.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I was going to calculate how many hours we worked this week, but then I realized I can't count that high. But as we roll into...
Mark Myers saying, "See, Frank, you're famous."
Look at that, Frank. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Michael? What's happening, everybody?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Stanko, what's happening, dog?
Moving slow.
Excellent.
Moving slow.
Oh,
Excellent. So, so we're letting the turd smoke, and we're doing that. We've got NFL Countdown this weekend.
okay.
So there's a couple pretty big football games this weekend, and you know, we're going to do something. We usually do it during a Cowboys game, but we're going to do it this weekend. We're going to add a little special twist to it. We're going to have squares. The nice thing about squares, you're going to buy cigars anyway, but for a certain dollar amount of cigars, you're going to be able to capture a square. And every quarter, we will be giving away something that will make it worth your while, whether it's cigars or lighters or LFL beads, Lafitte Lam beads with a punch built into them. But a grand prize of fourth quarter, watch the Hollywood over here, got you that white Hennessy.
What?
What?
He burnt up. He was
He
ready
burnt
for it.
up.
He was on point.
Oh,
Well
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So a bottle of white Hennessy.
Bottle of white Hennessy.
That sounds good. I
Yeah.
don't know anything about it, but it sounds
I don't
good.
either, but it's not available in the United States. And so I brought some back from the cruise because I figured somebody like Hollywood would want some of that.
Okay, so that's a final giveaway of the second game then. is what you're saying?
Yeah,
And
unless,
if you
I, got,
play, if
unless
you-
I got 2 bottles.
so per game, there's going to be.
Why not? What am I
Okay.
going to do? I'm not going to drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got like Pappy Van Winkle at the house and stuff like that.
I do have some of that. And
Rodney came in, he's like, "You got this?" I don't know. Is that good?
I pulled it out of my cabinet, and I'm like, "Is this any good?" And he ran over. It's the first time he's run a 4 flat 40 to run over and confirm that it was Lot B, whatever the hell that meant. But he had just paid $700 for that bottle online. So, and I saw in the secondary market it's now going for like $1,400 a bottle. So I sent him a screenshot and I said, "Is this the crap that I have?" He's like, "Yep, that's the crap that you have." So, anybody want to buy a bottle for $1,400? I got it.
Let's talk about hookers, shall we?
Why not?
Okay.
Let's just transfer it. Again, Hollywood just peps right up. The dude was sleeping. Now he's
All right, so
White Hennessy and hookers.
We
What?
have one hooker story. Okay, we're sitting at the Parasol Bar in the Wind.
Yeah.
And we're smoking a cigar in the evening. We just got done with dinner. We're kind of comatose after a big dinner. We're sitting there, and all of a sudden, over the back, you kind of feel everybody looking, and there are a couple of hookers walking in.
Now, did they have "I'm a hooker" hat on, or how did you know?
You can feel these ones.
You could feel it. Huh?
You could kind of feel they didn't need the hat. They didn't need the hat or the badge. They kind of had the
They
outfit.
carried themselves like a proper hooker,
No, like
No.
a hooker.
like a hooker.
And they come walking in, and Oliver's like, "You got to check this out." And Elliot's looking. He's like, "Oh, check this out." And I'm doing one of these to look over. By the time I look over, what I realize is she caught Oliver looking at her. And so what does he do is he panics a little and goes and waves like, "Hey." Well, come to find out, in the hooker
What's
world,
this? I'll take 2.
in the hooker world, this does not mean, "Hi, I just got caught looking at you." It is, "Let's start the conversation." So by the time I look over, she's making a 180 to walk around the table, and she comes right to the table, and her little hood rat friend comes over to the table.
Uh-oh.
And now we are engaged in dialogue with
On pricing.
This is further than we wanted to go.
She didn't have the price sheet out yet at that point.
You know, the one thing I'll give to hookers is they understand ABC. Always be closing. And they were putting the close on Oliver. And what he understood was he messed up. And if he made any sort of movement that would invite them to this conversation, somebody was paying for something.
Yeah.
Whatever this was.
Even if it meant leaving.
There was going to be a transaction to get movement out of this.
Yeah.
And so he just locked down, and he wouldn't even look at him. He's like, "Yeah, we're from here," and he wouldn't even open the shoulder. And when we left, I realized he has been through this before.
He
because-
lived in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's
He
why.
lived in Las Vegas. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. He panicked when she looked at him, and that I learned a lot at that time.
Yeah.
Was just be careful with your gaze, and if you get caught, just act like you're looking at something else. You don't wave
Pretend
at
you were
hookers.
waving. No, I wasn't waving at you. The old lady over there with the cigarettes at the slot machine.
Yeah,
I
you
was
just
waving at her.
if you get wait, just act like just keep sliding. So that's consumer advice when it comes to dealing with hookers.
Nice.
So
Don't make eye contact.
that is right. Wayne, you're exactly right. There is an aura about them.
Yes.
Clemente, welcome in. Sorry, you
Yeah.
had to
Where are you
listen to
coming
that.
into us from, Clemente? Let's see how this goes.
Yep. Would you
'Cause
like
he's
to
got
take?
the little dots over the end and all the other
Would you like to take a run at how you say that last name?
Frijoles? Pretty close.
Pretty damn close.
All right. Well, how would you pronounce it?
Brignoles.
Brignoles.
That's what I'm going to say.
Okay. We're going to say that. Tony Gallant's coming in saying, "Good day, everybody, everyone." Good day, Tony.
Good day.
Yeah.
What cigars did you put into the script for us to talk about?
We are a cigar show, and so I forgot to bring cigars that we have new
How
to the
about this?
humidor.
How
There's
about
not
this?
a lot of new to the humidor, but you have a box full of stuff that we're going to evaluate. That apparently that stuff, if it made the box, it's something you might have interest in.
You're exactly right. You remember that little cigar that Darren had? Well, United's had that in production. The little pencil, that little
Yeah.
26 by 6.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of that. How about an exclusive by Luciano?
Well, let's see. If you're going to have an exclusive cigar by anybody, that would be one we would be honored to have.
How about 100% Pelo de Oro?
That's probably not a bad deal.
This is, so he gave us a few. He gave us actually a couple of different blends that he's working on, not only for an exclusive, but also for us to have to wear some sub banding on. These exclusives, that's Pelo de Oro, is from his personal humidor. So let's talk about the impact of that. In 2019, he had a humidor with a limited amount of cigars,
Yep.
his personal cigars, that he wants to open up specifically and only for industrial.
You haven't said anything wrong yet.
Just think about that.
And
Pelo de Oro,
that's a Lancero. Kind of
This
looks like a
I-
Lancero, Lonsdale kind of thing going on.
that's what it
A little
looks
bit
like to
bigger
me.
ring gauge than a Lancero.
Yep, it is. Maybe it's like a skinny Churchill.
It does look like a skinny Churchill.
I'll tell you though, I can't wait to smoke this.
Yeah.
This isn't even necessarily a tester as much as a gift. He gave
Nice.
us 6 of these total. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to it. Also, ATL cigars.
Yeah.
We'll evaluate this one, but it's basically the definition of Atlanta, is what I understand.
There's your uncle.
What's
There's
up,
your,
Unc?
There's your drunk uncle.
We missed you. We missed you in Vegas, I'll tell you that. You would have had some fun. There's a little package of some gummies I brought for you.
My man.
Yeah, I got you. And any of the gummies that Nate brings back, I'm sure he's going to willingly give to you because
Yeah.
he went and found out what Grandpa or what Pops saw last
Yeah, that
year,
was,
which is be careful.
That was my first gummy experience, and I don't. Between seeing that and seeing him when he ate one of those, I probably don't need that.
Here's what's happening in that industry.
Yeah.
They're in such a gray spot that the FDA is now chasing after THC and then is pivoting to Delta 8. So now there's Delta 10, THO, HHC. There's all of these things. They're just popping shit up.
Yeah.
And none of it's the same, and it's all getting stronger.
Well, this hasn't. I mean, the whole weed industry is not new to running from the officials. You know,
exactly.
so we'll just name it something else. We know how to do this.
Yeah, no problem.
The cigar industry keeps going, no, please, just let us keep doing what we've been doing for the last 50 years. But not the gummy industry. Those and you can't tell me that they're not marketing to kids. It is a clown show.
Oh, it is. It is unbelievable. It looks like, well, not only does it look like a candy shop, but the product is candy.
It is candy.
And it's not candy like, oh, that looks like a candy. No, they're Peachos.
Yeah, they're copying everyday run-of-the-mill, get it at Walgreens candy.
I think they buy it and then spray the shit with chemical. I think that's what they
Yeah.
do. I don't think they have a candy factory.
Yeah.
I think they have a candy supplier and a chemical
So
factory.
how many times has mom just gotten stoned to the bejesus belt? So mom's just sitting there just stoned out of her mind, and then all of a sudden the kids walk up, Mommy, can I have a piece of candy? All right, and then they do it. Because I've seen Demery, he forgets English when he has
I'll
one.
bet you it's happened.
Yeah.
I will bet you it's happened.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
So what's this one right there? Oh, okay, that's Squares.
That's Squares. We got events. Events coming up. We obviously have karaoke, but a very successful event that started, the first one this last month, is Second Friday Bottle Share.
Yeah, someone say
And
whiskey.
Someone say whiskey. Those guys, we love them to death. And what we found out real quick is that they have a lot of people that have a lot of bottles.
It's like
And the culture is all about sharing. So there are some big time bottles that guys have on their table, and they're more than willing, if you walk over with a glass, to share it. And it just makes the whole camaraderie of the lounge next level.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Next.
That's going to be a blast. And I'm telling you what, I saw Daniel Himmel was on here. Derek's coming in from Cabo.
Oh, nice. Good day, mate.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Go
Yeah.
get Así y Asado Tacos. It's by the go-kart track.
Yes.
You won't regret it.
It
Get
is
the
awesome.
onions. Oh, that's awesome. And I think I saw Amy's in. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Amy Porter?
Amy Porter.
Good day, miss. We
Good
talked
day.
about her a lot. You know, she has become the de facto sponsor of basically every show that we do in the back on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I got a bottle of Lone Elm out the other night for the Size Matters, which might be the reason that everybody was so effective in their belly dancing.
That makes perfect sense. Makes
I
perfect
notice,
sense.
you know, and I'm thinking, I like the idea of the Second Friday bottle share brand, but by the end of the night, it really should be called the "I love you, man."
Yeah.
That's because there's a lot of hugging going on towards the end of the night.
The Hug It Out Bitch
Yeah.
Second Fridays.
Yes.
But we do have coming up I think we're going to make this the final Tuesday of the month. I think that's when we'll kick this off. Networking that doesn't suck.
Yes.
That's a working title that the more I say it, the more I go, you know,
I
this
like
kind
it.
of works.
I like it. You know, a brand should really explain what it does. And if you try to get too creative, sometimes it's lost in translation, but networking meetings that doesn't suck really explains it, because it explains that most of them do suck because it's basically a name badge that says, "Hello, my name is."
Yep.
And you walk around and shake hands and then what?
That's right. So
Nothing.
here you can get problem solution, you can connect with people, you can have a cigar, whiskey, there'll be some 101 table in the back for all of these little deals.
Yeah.
And then a VIP Maduro Mastermind led by Daniel Himmel.
Awesome.
This is, I'm thinking we'll kick this off in February. I think we have enough time to pull it off.
Yeah.
We'll do it every month.
It's going to be great.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's
without
going to
a
be
doubt.
great. So we got a lot of good things that are going on, and really we have not talked a lot about cigars, but we are going to be on the turd smoking binge for the next couple of weeks.
And if you want to be on the Turd Smoking Committee, you can join us. Just drop
Yeah.
us a line. We'll need about 5 people, and we need them from everywhere in their journey, whether they're relatively new or seasoned cigar smokers. We have a very distinct process to evaluate lines. But I think we'll do that next week, probably the middle or end of next week to get that rolling.
Maybe
So,
Tuesday night Cigar Talk Live can have a little evaluation process on it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I think Ronnie might be on that committee as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've got 120 cigars sitting right here, and it's just mine.
easy. Yeah, easy.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm looking forward to the next trade show, which is in July, and excited to go see what's happening there. But it sounds like you guys really did a great job at this week's show, and brought back some good things.
Really, really proud of the team. Really happy to see the industry it never really fell too much. It did hibernate, but it is coming to life.
Yeah, I think that globally after COVID, a lot of retailers went from 0 to up, and that has created some significant shortages with a lot of manufacturers. We're blessed to have good relationships with some of these that make sure that we get what we need. We were up pretty significantly last year, so we thank the manufacturers that we have partnered with that really understand our vision and make sure that we're.
And what tells me we're doing right, and I'll tell you who it was. But there was a specific manufacturer who was a specific level of dickhead with us, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That wouldn't stand up to shake our hand nor stand up to even look at us. But guess what he was doing?
Standing up and shaking our hand.
Nope. He was tracking us down,
Really?
walking through the hallway,
Really?
waving Andrew and Nathan down to the point where they're like, okay, we'll be right back. And we obviously didn't come back.
Yeah.
Because I guess we found out we hold grudges. But actually following in the hallway, leaving his booth to come track us down.
No kidding.
So we're doing things right. Thanks to all of you.
I know who that is.
Yep. So it is Pacific level. Yes, that is exactly what it was. But ultimately, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited for us to roll into 2022, and I'm excited for what's going to happen this year.
Yeah, and I understand that certain events, like what was one of our biggest events this last year, which was the Derby, which is May 1st, is going to be taken to another level this year. So always getting bigger and better. And this one's going to be massive.
Yes. And with it, what's that? Oh, we're saddling Nate up. Oh, this is going to be fun. And look, there's too much going on to even break the surface as to how much planning is going on, how many new programs and events and unique experiences inside and outside the walls there are going on. Just know we are busting our ass right now to make sure that you have an even better experience this year.
Yeah.
Because we have to set the wake.
Yeah, we do. It was interesting. I had a great conversation with Ken Hamlin, and he was talking now as a brand owner. He's going to multiple shops, and he was telling me a story about a shop I think it was in Houston, or in the Houston area, that one of the things that we focus on is making sure everybody has clean ashtrays, things like that. He said that their owner went from smaller ashtrays to the great big stinky ashtray that is the size of like a large punch bowl.
That has like 16 cigars.
It has
in
16 deals on it, but they went to that so that they didn't have to empty their ashtrays that often. But when they do, it's usually got about 100 butts in it. And when it gets full, then they dump it out.
Imagine what that smells like.
Oh, my God.
Alva Dog coming in with just some kind words. Thank you for saying that. Came in. It looks like it's blurring a little bit, but came in and enjoyed the weekend. Just started enjoying cigars last year. Picked up an Atabey and excited to be a part of the community.
Awesome.
You want a huge tap on Atabey? Because at this point, you look at it and go, is it hype? What is it? Speaking with Jeff Hogan in his booth, Jeff Hogan has been a top retailer nationwide for the past 20 plus years.
He was Davidoff's Retailer of the Year a couple years ago.
He is the only appointed merchant in the state of Minnesota for Davidoff. He is a big deal. And with that, somebody asked him, what is the best value in the cigar industry? This is a brand owner.
Yeah, brand owner, Crux.
He said Atabey is the best value.
Wow.
The best value of any cigar ever created. Think about that.
But we've said that all along. There is some rare air where $50 to $500 cigars live, and all of a sudden when you smoke that and compare it to a $30 Atabey, it shows how much of a value Atabey is, because with some brands you literally have to smoke their $100 or $300 or $500 cigar to have something close.
Yeah.
Not necessarily better, but close. So
It says a lot.
Yeah.
It says a lot. Well, with that, I want to rest a little bit,
you should.
and so I'm gonna cut
by
this
the way,
a
I'm
little short.
real happy with this German engineered cigar.
I actually want to. We should go to the meeting room and just smoke one. Just sit and smoke one and pay attention to it, because I'm excited about them. This is.
Do a mini Wednesday wind down.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna cut this short because I'm fucking dragging right now.
Yeah.
But-
You're working hard to get that energy up to about 4.
And it feels like about a 12.
Yeah.
So that's that. Come in and enjoy a cigar. Come meet these people that are in here. If you haven't been in before, you won't regret it. I can promise you.
You'll only be
that.
a stranger once.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
So with that,
I think we call it a day.
I think we do.
Watch us on Tuesday night, Cigar Talk Live. Just come in. We create a virtual cigar lounge. Gives you an opportunity to eavesdrop on what should happen in a cigar lounge. And we will ask you a series of questions during that event. It's always very interactive. So Tuesday night's great. Watch Queen Bee's show on Thursday night at about 8 o'clock. It's called Size Matters, and it is awesome. She prepares, not for minutes, but for days. And it's amazing what a prepared show looks like. It's got great structure, and you'll absolutely love the Dare to Pair section, because she hides it from the guests on what they're going to pair their cigars with. It's been everything from pickles to deviled eggs, and it's shocking how good some of this stuff pairs with cigars.
Yeah.
This week was pretty simple. It was Yelly Belly chocolate, so there was no one was turning that down, but it was outstanding. Watch that show, and of course Saturday at the Shop has become a national form of entertainment.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We love you. Appreciate you keeping the dream alive.
We're here till midnight. Come on in.
Peace. Bam. Bam.
Good show.
Bam.